Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, the pandemic has tested all of our faiths, but you'll meet a woman who keeps the faith 365 days a year. That's next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team. And the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, when you think about what we've all been through as a nation, it's gotten a lot of us to wonder about, is God here for us? Is he protecting us? A woman who knows something about that is Sabrina Harrison. She's a good friend. She's the co-owner of Mint Dentistry, a revolutionary dental experience company, and the founder of Equipped by Faith. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you so much. I love you and Victoria so much, and I really cherish our friendship. So thank you for having me.
She's amazing, and she's a woman whose faith never wavers. But your faith was tested as well. I mean, the pandemic hit your dentistry business.
Yes, definitely. We know it's one thing to preach easily and share your faith easily, but it's another to actually experience it and live it out and actually put these words into practice. And so, yes, at Mint, just like everyone else, we had rent to pay with no patients coming. We had mortgages. We had, 70 offices that we were still trying to upkeep bills with and no patients. And the city shut down. And for that limited time, it was just very, very difficult. And I think it requires faith to be able to overcome. But the good part is that I think that we're better than ever for it because, yes, it was just, an unprecedented time and the entire nation was pretty much in a very turbulent period. And so if you focus on that, if you focus on the fear and the uncertainty, it can really, really, really shake your faith. And it can really just cause you to live in fear and not faith. But we've just, honestly, if there's anything that I could say, we served in that time. Mm. We served, we helped. We know that the world of the generous grows larger and larger, and the world of the stingy grows smaller and smaller. Now, if you help people, you will be helped. And I don't just mean generosity in terms of the exchange of money, of cash. I mean generosity with your time, with your gifts, with the people, your relationships. Just every single part of you is something that you can use to serve. And so during that time, we gathered and we just thought, what is the biggest need right now, right here in our community? When we saw in the news, there was a line in another city, there was hundreds of cars lined up for food. Because at that time, there was a lot of people that were truly living with food insecurity. And so we gathered our doctors, we gathered our staff and said, whoever wants to volunteer, we're going to be opening up at our different offices on Saturday. We were closed so we could use our facilities. So we got volunteers and we were able to just donate, and we had some great partnerships. And we gave thousands of bags of groceries away. And the amazing thing is that the exact number of groceries that we purchased, that was the exact number of cars that we had. We never not gave to a family. I thought it was just the most amazing thing. I remember buying some gift cards. I'm like, what if we run out? That'll be a terrible feeling if we run out and turn people away. So we had bought some Kroger gift cards to give away. And we were already packing up, getting ready to leave the place that we were at, the office. And a few people came. Those exact cards that I had purchased was the exact number of people that came at the end that wanted groceries. And so God just continued to show himself faithful. The more we saw his faithfulness, the more we just continued to help more, bless more, serve more. Jesus did his greatest work in the marketplace, not in a synagogue. And so all this time that we're serving, we're not preaching. We're just serving. We're trying to be love in action, faith in action, and we're trying to meet needs. And in that, I think God's able to reveal his nature. People were able to see the love and the power and the force that we can be for good. But again, it wasn't in a synagogue. It wasn't in a church, which I love that too. Faith comes by hearing and hearing the word of God. I need to be hearing the word of God. However, I think it's nice that you also get to learn, hear, stay in the word, and then it becomes flesh and it manifests itself in such beautiful, powerful ways.
Wow. You do have the heart of a preacher. I know that she and field worship with Bishop Jakes, and I think a little bit of that has rubbed off on you. You have a beautiful heart. A little bit more about her. We found a great clip. Let's go ahead and roll that now.
Hi, welcome to my site. I'm Sabrina. I invite you to see various parts of my life, from faith, family, food, fashion, and fitness. I am so excited to share my heart with yours. With 2 babies, a full-time career, and a very fast-paced lifestyle, I've just really been inspired to help other busy women like myself to be the best, most beautiful version of themselves. I hope that you leave here today feeling inspired and full of God's love, knowing that you're called to a higher purpose and to be a beautiful reflection of Him. May you share His light and love everywhere you go. I hope you enjoy this site, and I'll see you very soon.
Wow. You have an amazing brand, but I know what makes it amazing is it's never about you. I mean, the glory that has come your way and your husband's way, it's never been about you guys, has it?
It truly is. And I think that's the thing that keeps anybody so humble, is knowing that none of it is yours. And I know that the moment that God is not at the center of it all, I know it will crumble. I know that it's more than I can bear. I know that that's where the spirit of fear will take over. And I truly feel like it crushes me. And so I know the source of it all. I realize that none of it is for me. God gives us gifts, but they're for other people. It's to build up His people. It's to truly, truly do His work in the world. And I've realized that. And the more that I just give Him glory, the more I'm able to see His hand on my life. And I'm able to see that He truly, truly just blesses you with people, and everything that we have, every blessing is, 1, so that we can know Him better, so we can draw closer to Him, and 2, so that we can carry His nature out in the world and actually share it with everyone that we meet. And so I just think it's amazing that God would use people that do not feel qualified, that are completely inadequate, that I think so many times I just wonder, I don't know how you trusted me with so much, God, but I want to steward well over this. I want to make sure that I take good care of this. I want to grow it. I want to increase it. I want to take care of the people that He sent my way, the companies that He sent our way, the finances. We just want to increase it and grow it for His glory.
Well, one of the things that was put on your heart by God a few years ago was the Equipped by Faith. And we've got a little clip that I want to go ahead and roll now.
These are not just women that you just meet randomly every month. This is my family. Hi, my name is Silk, and I attend Equipped by Faith every single month. Equipped by Faith is a women's empowerment group that meets every month, and they come together and they worship the Lord. If you have a problem, you bring it to the group and they will pray for you. And the speakers showed me how to pray. And it took me to new heights within my faith. If you want a place to belong and to actually feel a part of something bigger than yourself, come to Equipped by Faith.
So tell us more about this. And first, how did this come to you?
Well, truly, I think, we do work a lot. I think success can appear a lot more glamorous than it really is. And it's truly just a whole lot of hard work. And so many times I'm not able to see friends. I'm not able to have, that extra time that I used to have. And I really wanted to still be able to connect with people, not only my friends, but just new people that are connected to them. I just wanted to be able to expand my circle, although I had less time for that. And so it was really a way for me to connect with more people and to be able to implement the love of prayer that I have, because I know the power of prayer firsthand. I've seen miracles, and there's nothing in this world that could ever, really deny that power that we have through prayer. And so I just wanted to be able to pray with women and to help them see themselves the way God sees them, to help them see God for who He is. Many times we might experience something in a church or with friends or something that really tainted that relationship that we might have with God. But all it takes is one person showing you His goodness or revealing it to you in a natural form. And for me to be able to have experienced that with people, we become lifelong friends through that connection. We have so many things in common, whether it's love of fashion or love of interior design or love of prayer, we're able to connect on one thing, and then God's love takes us to a whole nother level and deepens our relationship with each other. And so now we just have this great community of women that are able to seek God and just truly live God-inspired lives.
And it feels like a place where they're free to tell their truth and not feel judged.
Right, exactly. They're able. The biggest thing is I think so many people will never step foot in a church, and that's okay. But this is a safe place where they feel comfortable. They can come and they can bring their questions. They can bring their concerns, their doubts, their disbelief. They won't be judged. And the Word of God ends up giving them all the answers that they need in that season. They're able to see God for themselves, not because I'm telling them to. They're not living through my faith, just like I'm not living through my mother's faith. I had to experience it through myself as I grew older. And the more they do that, the more they just thrive and are really just flourishing in their space. And it's just amazing to see the power that comes from them knowing who they are, knowing the power of God, knowing prayer, and knowing that they have a group of women that truly are championing them on, cheering them on, and doing life with them, just really caring and believing in them.
I love it. It's beautiful. And the timing couldn't be more perfect because I'm sure some of these ladies really needed this support during this pandemic. They're fearful. They've got kids. They've got husbands and different things that they're stressed about. So what was this like during the pandemic for this group? Did you have to go virtual or were you able to meet physically? Or?
So EBF is we share our personal testimony. We share a lot of our own stories and experiences, and then we also share the Word of God. And so the beautiful thing is that, we did used to meet in an actual physical location. And then when COVID hit, there was obviously limitations and gatherings and churches closed. And so we had to move to a whole virtual setting. I was able to do that online. I was completely uncomfortable at first because to me that was a foreign space. I didn't really want to do that. To me, I connect better with people. I like to be able to interact. I just feel the energy from a group of women. So for me, it was very, very difficult. But I started praying and God led me to do that. I thought that I might just put a hold. I thought, well, we'll pick it back up whenever, this is all over. But God had other plans. And so we started doing it online, and it was just amazing to see how many more people we were reaching just because we were sharing our story. And we were sharing how God, yes, it was a scary time, but he continued to prove himself to be faithful. And the results were amazing. We just continue to draw closer to him. I have met more people. I just continue to meet more women that truly have a heart for God. And God, his ways are better. And the more that we decrease, he increases. The more that we say, less of me and more of you, the more he gives you these great opportunities to truly shine his light in the world. It's amazing.
If somebody is touched by this and they want to join Equipped by Faith, how do they do that?
Well, my social media is Sabrina M. Harrison. Definitely connect with me there, or at equippedbyfaith.com. There's a subscribe button where you can actually start getting our newsletters and our weekly updates and just kind of see what's going on with us. But I would love to connect with you, and I know that miracles are in progress already.
Wow, you really blessed us today. Sabrina, thank you so much.
No, thank you so much. I really enjoy this time with you. Thank you.
We're going to end with your personal website. SabrinaHarrison.com is the website. Thank you so much again for blessing us with your heart and your wisdom.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. Thank you so much.
And that's it for now. We'll see you next time.